Today we're about to get educational in this vlog. I'm about to teach you some things that you never thought you ever was gonna know. That was a word. Welcome to the 365 vlog. Let's go. Hello people, today is May 19th, 2016, day 140 of the 365 vlog, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about college. Now, the fundamental question, should I go to college, is something that everyone has to make at some point in their lives if they eventually reach that point in their lives. And I feel like in this day and age, everyone feels like they must go to college. And I'm not advising that you should not go to college. What I do advise though is looking at your career choices and what you want in the long run and how college can help you get there. This is what this whole video is about. So I'll use myself for an example. So in the beginning, at the end of high school, let's start at the end. At the end of high school, I had to make the choice what colleges I wanted to go to. And because of the type of person I was, I didn't make the choices I think that benefited me the most when it came to applying to college because of my career choice. What I wanted to be was an animator, but I didn't necessarily go to a school that focused heavily on animation because at the time I didn't know exactly what it is that I wanted, and I just decided to go through school. This is like some of my own little regrets, but this is just something to think about when you're thinking about, should I go to college? This is because this is a very big investment that you're putting forward. You're putting all this money, you're putting all this time, you're putting all this effort. You need to get something out of it at the end of the 4 or 5 years or however long it takes you to get your degree, and then you decide whether or not you want to go into graduate school, and that's another video in and of itself. But we're gonna stick here at the college level and think about what are the benefits of you going to college now versus like doing anything else that you want to do. I think you should heavily weigh the pros and cons of your actions in the long term, because going to school because someone tells you to go to school I think is very different from your own volition and understanding what it means when you're actually taking that whole journey into going into college or not going into college. In other vlogs I've always talked about like juxtaposing the idea of your dream job versus maybe financial income. I don't know if I've actually talked about that in other vlogs, but nonetheless I'm talking about it here. And I think that it's important thinking about that because in the long term, a lot of people always go for sustainability in terms of their career choices. So people pick their career choice that would be most in line with what they would like to do, but also can be financially beneficial. And I think a lot of people choose that route because it is the most practical route, and picking another route that is not the most stable route, or you don't have the clearest idea or path to becoming financially stable, may hinder your goals a bit. But I think this is the one part that people don't want to do, because this video is supposed to answer everything for you and tell you if you should go to college, statistics, all this. I think a lot of it needs to go back on you because this is something I never did for myself. I wanted someone to give me all the answers when it came to everything, when it came to applying to school, what school I should go to. Everyone else should just know that because that's how my life was basically for me the last like 8 years, 13 years, however old I was when I graduated, 18 years. But I think you have to like dig deep and do the research in what it is you want to do and figure out where you want to go and where it is the best you want to go, because I don't believe that going to a school based off of its name alone will get you what you want. I think you need to like go to the school, understand what it does, talk to the students who go there and have graduated from there so you get a better understanding of what you're getting into. Now this is a lot of work, mind you. You're a high schooler and you're just finishing high school, going into college. I don't know the answer to this, but it's a question that I think about whether or not after high school you should just jump into college or you should take a break. But I think at the most part you should at least try doing 1 or 2 years of college to understand what it's about at an institution wherever you feel most comfortable at. So that means during your high school year, understanding that you need to take the time to go a bit farther and a bit beyond to know what college you really want to go to. And there are definitely a lot of kids like that I see, or at least saw in my high school. So now that brings us back to the philosophical question that I asked earlier in the video, should I go to college? I think that it's best left up to you and your decision, and don't feel pressured by anyone, because I know a lot of people can feel pressured by their parents or by their family members that they need to get an education. And in some cases, yes, an education will get you some of what you need, but just look at what you're trying to do. And then you'll understand based off of that what you need. There's a lot of information around the internet that you can just look up. This is just my PSA to get people motivated to start thinking about this sort of thing and be really serious about it, because the consequences later definitely can be something that affect you negatively or positively depending on how you attack this whole situation. So for me, the answer was yes, I should have went to college because it was just something that I was told to do. Whether or not that is for you to decide. And I hope this video just got you thinking. There's no answers here because that answer is based on how you do things or approach it in your own life. So that's just for you to figure out and think out, because that's what life is all about. I'm sorry that I didn't give you exactly all the answers, but I just wanted to get you thinking. That's all I wanted to do. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you made it to the end of this video, don't hesitate to hit that like button because you liked this video and it motivated you or did its purpose. Also, if it's your first time seeing my face, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button because I make new videos every day and I hope that you guys enjoy them. So question of the day, guys, what was your college choice in thinking about going to college? I'd love to hear your whole process. Or if you're in the process of thinking about going to college, tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say because I'm Vandal. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm Vandal. Don't forget to keep it 365 and I'll talk to you tomorrow with another video. Peace. Bye. But back on topic, I just want to thank her for that and just her whole attitude. I mean, there's a lot more to talk about her, but I'm just going to boil it down to one simple